Every day I wake feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak the beats are on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wake feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak the beats are on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day on the line. Every day.
Squares beware everywhere. I'm
What's up,
JJ
everybody?
Fun. I'm
What's going
JJ
on?
Fun. I'm JJ Fun from On the Line podcast with JJ Fun being Junior. On the Line
What's
is
happening?
here, baby. That's Junior right there. Mobile. I don't know where he's going at 104 degrees, but he's going somewhere today on this bright, sunny, hot Southern California day.
Yeah, machine in motion.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, hey, Squares everywhere. Y'all been hitting me up. I've been seeing y'all in traffic. Junior been seeing y'all in traffic. Commentation. We appreciate all the support from our Facebook, Instagram, social media friends we have run across, and then the real and living in color humans we have run across, being family, friends, and the new associates that we have came across.
And everybody in between.
So yeah, that had a great amount of positive. All I have is positive response. A lot of it's been kind of not, I ain't gonna say shocking, but different. Like, I don't know. And it's been good. It's good. And I appreciate y'all supporting me and Junior for what we've been doing for the last couple of years. So, and also we want to give a shout out to our Control, Artist Shield, and all those associated with us who've been on the show and who all deal with us behind the scenes.
Digital Soapbox.
Oh yeah. So speaking of Digital Soapbox, shout out to Big Norman Steele and everybody that's on Digital Soapbox Network, Eric, our label mates. We in the future and sometime soon, y'all will see the interview with On the Line with Big Norman Steele. We had one in the past, and we have a fresh new one that will release sometime in the near future. And I think it's a real interesting interview. I won't be the first to admit he responded in a way I thought he would never respond. I knew he was a cheap.
Yeah, he came out. You know, he came with some shit.
Yeah, I always known him to be a cheap, frugal, cockstrong, thinking person. You know what I mean? He's a real thinker, man. He's an outside linebacker, and he more have a quarterback mind or inside linebacker thought pattern. So I don't want to say it like that, but I was impressed. I was impressed. How he responded. So look for that interview. That's all I got to tell you. So also we have other interviews we have done and we haven't released them. We're not in no rush, you know. We got our own lives and own things we do for a living, and we got great content, and we don't want to just put out any old thing. So just prepare for On the Line and our future episodes coming out that we'll be dropping. That will be soon.
Let them know. Let them know about all the streaming sites you can find us on right there at the bottom.
Yeah, right there. Right here. Right here down
and a lot of events are coming up that we may be a part of, or if you do get a chance to go to those events and you see us, you know what I'm saying, come holler at us, chop it up, and who knows, we might get set up and do an interview and do some camera time. You never know.
Most definitely, yeah. If we pull up a similar events that either I'm at or Junior at, or we both for that, and you see us, tap us and say, what's up, man? Let us know you're a fan, and we got our camera crew right there. We will we'll provide some video. We'd like for you to okay it, and we'll probably take some clips and put it on there. Most likely we'll let you know that we ran across some fans in traffic. We've been to some odd places where me and Junior together. One was down in when we was downtown Los Angeles in the Cutthroat Death Trap. and somebody drove by. It wasn't none of my homeboys or his homeboys that we know of. They just ran by, holler on the line to us.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
screaming. They spotted Junior before they spotted me, but just holler
So
out on the
that
line.
that just lets you know we on the line mobile. We not just on the couch in the studio. You know,
Yeah,
we everywhere. We try to be out so we can see people. So that's the name. That's the whole purpose of being on the line. So we could be out, not in the office, not always, at the desk. We always trying to be out in the world. So you might catch us anywhere.
yeah, real trap. We in the field where it's real. That's the bottom line of the whole thing. And we try to stick to our authenticity of who we are, or who we are today. So just catch us out in the streets, man. You'll catch us somewhere. Most likely you catch us at the donut stand or a gas station, a hamburger
Yeah,
stand, or a restaurant, or gas station or event. You will see us. If you look for us, pretty much we there. We're not everywhere, but we there. We there. We had a lot of stuff. So, Jim, you want to tell the people about our future episodes that we recorded already? One where you was
oh
with the
yeah.
two
Matter of fact,
females.
man, we got a lot of stuff on the stove. We just wrapped up some stuff with the Baker Boys. If you old school and you had a radio in your house or in your car or on the yard, you do know about the Baker Boys. They did us a solid and sat down with us and we got down with them. Also, if you've been around, everybody know who JJ Fad is. We got some with them. So just be on the lookout. We Baker Boys, JJ Fad, Big Steel. We got some stuff in the oven coming. So yeah, it's gonna be some nice put outs.
Yeah, there's other people in. Matter of fact, go check out the interview that's currently up, and with Big Kibo. He's a head of
Big
security
Kibo.
ICE too. Check out
Yes.
his interview. Also check out, we'll be doing something with him again, and also we'll be doing something with the real estate broker, Mr. Dirk.
And then we just tapped into an old friend of ours. We seen what was that last weekend? An
Oh
artist,
yeah.
old school artist out of the city of LA, whatever. Yeah, but we gonna be hooking up with him doing some stuff.
I ain't gonna call, I don't know. We call him. I don't call him old school, but yeah, he's been around. But oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, that's another interview that we just need to line it up. We've been hitting and missing, but we got the new number on him, and yeah, I think that's gonna be real interesting. I mean, interesting. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know
I'm
what,
looking
too,
forward
man?
to that.
I've been checking it out, man. A lot of cats are coming out with a documentary, man. That's about to set. They doing this Netflix documentary and Hulu and all this stuff. So y'all be aware. We might come with one about us. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just want to check it out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Junior, we live right now, dog,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a
okay,
lot of
all
a lot of
right.
documentaries coming out. I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to uh I wanna yeah, I guess he do deserve a title of a legend, the DOC. His documentary is set to drop pretty soon. When y'all get a chance, check that out. He's an intricate part of Ruthless and Death Row. So if y'all don't know who the DOC is, y'all need to go do your homework.
Got you. It's getting funky out here. It's
Yeah,
getting funky. It's
you
getting
ain't
funky.
lying.
Yeah, for sure, most definitely. So let me hit something that's dealing with the streets and the county jail and state prison in California. So there was we're gonna have someone come on the show to further elaborate and a more detail about certificate rehabilitation and uh, reintroduce yourself into society for those former convicted felons or the ex-cons that's out of society today and want to take a shot at clearing their or sealing their record or clearing their record, however they do it. We're gonna have
Oh,
that person come on.
expunge.
Expunge, yeah, and I want to admit that I'm challenging it. I talked with this person. I kind of challenged them about what can be expunged, what cannot be expunged, and what can be sealed, what cannot be sealed, based on my record. So that's a whole nother discussion on that. But looking forward for that person coming on the show in the near future. But anyway, I'm going to speak about Proposition 47. Proposition
Ah,
47 came out in 2014. It was a bill that passed, and it was uh, um, dealing with changing what is a felony, what is a felony, and what is a misdemeanor. What's a felony? A felony would send you to state prison. I also have you locked up in county jail. It's a more serious offense uh, than a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor is a low crime and low fine, and possibly no jail time at all, zero. Uh,
yeah.
anyway,
For the people who don't understand and want us to break it down in layman terms, you can call a misdemeanor slap on the wrist.
yeah, yeah. So this is what Prop 47 did. Also, it was to reduce the felonies to misdemeanor and and it was also dealing with the drugs. What kind of drug you get caught with, and what's a felony and what's a misdemeanor. That's what that whole thing was about. Also, was about Kids Act, something also involving kids to help kids too. So it was like a bill that had two, three things in it. Most like that Kid Act was a trail bill, which means the firm bill was dealing with the reducing of felony and drug crimes and then making them misdemeanors. And then at the back of the last page, they called it a trail. They had the Kid Act on the back of that, dealing with kids, helping kids, saving kids from whatever crimes and what on and so on and so on. So anyway, I want to talk about that, and meaning that I think it's this they want there's a group of people who would like for it to amend Prop 47. What is Prop 47? What is amend? Amend means change it, add to it, or take away from it. That's what amend means. And they want to change. They want to bring it back to what it once was. One of the prongs of making something a felony was the amount that was taken or broken or stolen or destroyed, like I say, which was it went from $400 to $950. So if you
Oh
broke,
shit. Yeah, they enhanced it.
right, they increased it. So now what constitutes depends on what it is. Uh, you got $950 worth of stuff or destroyed or whatever, that crime is considered a felony. 950 or more. You understand me? Before it was $400 or more. That was so they changed it from 400 to $950. Uh, so also they're bringing all this stuff because in the news, you're seeing a lot of stuff going on, depending if you're in California or if you're in Wichita, Kansas, if you're in Detroit, if you're in Montana or whatever, or Hawaii or wherever you at, in Puerto Rico or whatever you at within the United States, you're seeing a lot of they promoting like, oh, crime is bad, crime is this, and it's because of these laws. Nah, man, you gotta understand something. Don't be doing all. Don't talk. Don't change the game while the game is going on. Y'all change the law. Uh, that law was backed by teachers, law enforcement, and victims of crime that backed the Prop 47 law. So don't say, oh, we need to change it and do this and do that. You got to understand something, man. Yeah, crime. You cannot stop crime. Repeat. Not here in the United States. You cannot stop the crime. What you can do is slow it down. But crime will
Or
happen
or at
all the
least
time.
or at least try to contain it.
Well, like I said, you can slow it down by different measures. But one of the measures that it wasn't because the laws have changed. Don't bite into that that craziness. It is why crime is hard. There's several different reasons. One of the main things, we coming out of a pandemic, and the pandemic, brought enhanced a lot of stuff, from relationships to everything in our life has been changed in the last several years due to the pandemic, right? So blame it on that. Don't blame it on the law. We won't blame it on something. Hey, stuff happened, man. It's a different lifestyle here, man. And I'm gonna say this. This is personal. Keeping it real. When we start doing stuff about like say, far as let's talk about raising children. When you was raising, when we grew up, we was disciplined a different kind of way than the children of today is being raised. Meaning that our parents didn't enable us to do nothing. If you did something wrong, you was immediately disciplined for it.
Yeah, and everybody else got to discipline you as well.
Yeah. And now it ain't like that where the parents is raising kids today. They restricted to how they discipline their kids. So now these kids that got older, now they doing a lot of pouting and this and that and on. And a lot of that they did was we enabled them to be like this. Those who use that practice. Ones use that practice to enable the kids to not be disciplined the way we were disciplined. This is what you got right here. This is the result. This is your seed that grew up. And this is just what you got. So don't cry now. You know what I'm saying?
Or as they say, you created that monster.
Exactly. With your views and your funds that you raised to change the laws and to prosecute parents for disciplining their kids. Now I'm saying the ones who rights for disciplining kids because the kids was wrong. Those, because I say this is what you got to deal with. And you don't like what you see. Now you got a problem with it. Should have thought about, like they told me, should have thought about that when you was doing it. I heard that all the time in my life. You should have thought about that before you start doing what you were doing. It was a repercussion. And I use that as this. The same people that enable the homeless folks. What do you mean by that? I'm talking about the ones out in California, in LA County, Riverside County, San Bernardino County. Those are the ones I engage with. So when you start feeding them, when they start coming to you and wanting food, and you was giving them food, and then the ones who didn't want food, you start giving them money, you the ones who have made them the way they are today. With the aggressiveness, if you don't give them no money. You don't give them no money, they got attitudes, got words to say
to you. They're enabling them?
Most definitely, dog. Yeah, most definitely, because you know what I mean? I ain't had one come up to me. I think I seen one in the last several years who asked for food. Came to me, asked for food. I was asking for money. And if I don't give it to them, I'm all kind of this and that, and on and on and on and on. You dig where I'm coming from? Like, dang, I ain't got no money because I'm working and paying bills and taxes. And because I can't give you something out of my pocket because you need it right now. I'm all this and I'm, you know what I'm saying? You want to take a posturing position on me. Now I got to go on the defense and go into my stage of how I once was, being somebody I don't want to be, just to defend myself. And if in potential that it might be caused some physical harm towards me. Because I can't go in my pocket.
And you putting yourself in a situation where you might go to jail. Because you were ex-felon from the beginning.
Man, I'm pumping gas, trying to get to work or get to a work assignment. I got somebody banging on me about some money that I don't owe. So yeah, I feel like that. Those ones who feel like, oh, this, that, you the ones. You don't see what I see. I see when I see a woman in the car with kids, babies, and stuff, and some random person come walk up to a woman that got kids in the car, and I'm pumping the gas, and I see it all the time, and they aggressive pressing the lady for money. Oh man, I'm like, dude, what you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Lady got kids, cause she, you scaring her and the kids. You homeless, you got mental stuff going on. They don't know you. Now you put me in a predicament, and I got to witness this mess. I've turned into a witness because of the video camera. I'm a witness because other people pumping gas, and we all looking at this. You got what I'm saying? Now I got, you know, so I got to be a stand-up citizen, and sacrifice my life to tell this guy, hey, excuse me, bro or sister, could you know what I'm saying? Leave these people alone. You see the kids in there, they might spit on me. They might got something. I might got COVID. They might have AIDS. They might have hepatitis. They got some disease. They might have
or
syphilis.
they might be mentally unstable.
Right. And spit on me. So I'm all in the trick bag. Every way you want to put this, you put me in a situation because I pulled up the gas station. Because I walked in on the mini market, a 7-Eleven or the Circle K or AM/PM, and you got all this ruckus going on. You understand? When you put us in jeopardy, you, the one who enabled these kind of people, or yours who raised the funds to change the law, to keep people from not being placed in a place where they get their medicine. You the ones. That's what I got to say about that, man. It's crazy. You
Oh,
want to cry now, but it
you
said
know
laugh
what?
now and cry later.
I had a situation Wednesday. So me and my homeboy was hanging out, and then another one of our friends pulled up, Mexican dude. We all chilling, hanging out, doing our thing, right?
Mm.
So a conversation comes up to whereas, do we respect an OG even if he's not one of our G's? And I'm like, well, yeah, I think so. What do you think?
Who you talking to me?
Yes,
We should.
that's the question that was asked me. They asked me that, and I said, yeah, I would. So even if, say for instance, me and you from two different neighborhoods,
We are. Once,
but
well, yeah, we are.
yeah, but just as I respect my OG or those that came before me, I should show the same respect to yours as well because they
Um,
all done been through the same shit. Some people didn't agree with that. I'm like, no, I would, but what's your take on that?
well, you sure put the dog on the spot.
Yeah,
Um. Uh. Yeah, that's a big title to get somebody an OG status. So how I look at G's is not probably the same way I look as other people will. Um, just because you got gray hair and you got a ARRP and the handicap sticker and the cane don't make you be a G from the set. I once was pushing when I was fully active. Um,
okay,
so
right.
that's why I said there's layers into that. But just a person that of an older age, that's what I'm saying. Are we talking from
Yes,
it's an older person of a different ethnicity that's not from
yeah,
the one?
right. And what
Okay,
I'm saying is, if they went through the garbage time in their life, being ruthless, setting shit off, being in and out of the pen, but at this point in their life, they trying to do something positive. They trying to send a different message. They trying to create other avenues, streams and stuff, so the little ones that's coming up won't have to go through it. That's what
see,
I'm
that's
talking
like,
about.
yeah, because see, I'm a pick through this, man. We ain't got that kind of time because I don't a random person that I don't know walk up and I could tell I could identify that they've been around. Out of courtesy and respect, I will grant them that for that moment until anything else pop up from that time I'm around them. But out of respect, I will get out at that moment of respect. I'll get that off the top.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
it's
Of
only
of
it's
of
only it's
of
only
of, of
it's
any ethnicity, just not because
correct.
they Damu, so yeah, I'm gonna show, or no, they from the other side, so I'm not gonna show them no respect. I'm talking about all the way across the board.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, depending on what we doing, how long I got to be around them. But generally speaking, I'm gonna get that to them off the top for that initial meet. You know what I'm saying? Now, depends why I say that because you got a lot of people that is of an older age, but they conduct themselves according to the script. and they just an old person. If I say it depends on how we looking at this. They just a citizen and an old person now, or they once was from a clique that they did everything right within the code. So that's a different way I'm gonna have to gauge that.
Well,
You understand where I'm coming from? I'm not gonna
I
get
mean,
somebody.
you always gonna have those individuals, no matter what age they are, they're gonna represent. Which I have no problem with representation, but when your representation becomes disrespectful, that's what I have a problem with.
Well, I look at disrespectful in different form as well. Like I say, uh, got me on the spot again. I didn't want to get it all in this, but and just
Okay,
because you,
okay,
yeah, I'm
all
just
right,
saying,
we can come back to that then.
yeah, because just because you from the set, don't mean that you a G to me. I'm not just gonna get that to you off the top. You know, we got people that's G's that's faulty.
Oh, of
You know,
course.
that's considered G's. That did faulty
Oh yeah.
acts in their terms. You understand where I'm coming from? So they wouldn't sound like you wanted them to believe that a G should be. They not conducting themselves ethically wise as a G. So I can hardly just assess that to them off the dribble. I would get depends on what we doing. We
Right.
in business with them. You know, it's a different ways of using that term. It's not so loosely with me. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, I do.
So you got to, we ain't never had this discussion that I can recall.
No,
But
the
that's
reason why I brought that up, it was just some random shit because I had this conversation I think a couple days ago, and it was just, this just came out of nowhere. We talking in sports and all this shit, and then this just came out of nowhere. So I'm like, damn, and that question was thrown on to me, and I was like, I do. I've been in a situation to where, being in trouble where you gotta, they let you know, yeah, it's just about respect. But yeah, I agree. But like you said, you broke it down a different way. But for me, I'm speaking for myself. Anybody that's older than me, that like I said, that I know, hey, this dude has been through some shit, or he was about that life once upon a time. In that situation, he automatically, okay, gets my respect no matter what side of the street he on, or what side of the rag, SA, Damu, or Crip, just because I'm a respectful person.
yeah, like I said, depending on why we engaging with the person. I'm engaging with the person. We just some random place and the person come up and you say, hey man, I'm to move from blah blah whatever. Yeah, yeah, I give this on some. Yeah, that right there. You know what I'm saying? Depends on, like I say,
I hear
depends
you.
what we do. I'm not a disrespectful person off the dribble. I'm trying to give everybody respect until I feel some
Well, see,
faltering going on.
that's where we come into the point where we size somebody up, physically first, but then, mentally we size them up like, okay, what you talking about? Oh, I'm so and so, I'm from here. Okay, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, good. But if your representation becomes disrespectful, then that's when I have a problem with it. Me and you are no longer active at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm not gonna disrespect the line you used to push. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna come and say, yeah, these such and such niggas over here. You're gonna be like, okay, even though I'm not active, that's kind of still offensive.
Yeah,
You know what
right,
I mean?
right, 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 right,
So,
right.
and with me, you know, representing myself where I'm from, yeah, I still might wear my Compton hat. I still might wear my Burgundy P hat, but I'm not being disrespectful with it. I do that on my own time. I'm not gonna go to your city
Hold
like it's
on.
all good. I won't do that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go
Yeah, I
nowhere
see.
like that. But representation is okay. But when you become disrespectful with it, then that's the problem within itself. Everybody knows somebody from somewhere, especially being from California, Southern, LA, Watts, Long Beach. You from somewhere or been affiliated with somebody. So that's just how it is. But on the other hand,
Yeah,
if we can come with respect and etiquette, that'll get you a long way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. And circles are and the new founded circles that I've been accepted in, I don't even have to worry about that. You got where I'm
Right.
coming from? About the past affiliation. You got where I'm coming from? So I ain't know, but now when I know when I'm in the certain sectors, you know, man, I'm 52 years old, homie. I mean, I ain't on the front line. I ain't tough as I once was. And where I came from, where I came from, when I was active, full the 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, no days off. I was just one mustard seed of others around me. So,
Right.
I would, so I gotta, I keep mine in check to where, hey, there was other people out there doing the exact same thing or 10 times worse than I was doing. So I know I'm
Well,
not in a delusional mind state. So yeah, I feel that when you in your 40s and late 40s or whatever, 50s and 60s, hey, listen, no, that life is over with. And the acting sector,
well, I tell you this. I can't say this. When you was coming up, going through your ruckus, we've been fighting this fight a long time, and I'm gonna tell you, we didn't win shit. We didn't win a damn thing. We was fighting this fight from the 80s all the way up until 90s. I'm from the 90s all the way up until whenever. We didn't win shit.
I'm in the same boat, though. Somebody just puts up. Somebody just I couldn't see it all the way, but somebody control put that back up there. Can you see that? It say why? What about the OGs who are guiding the youngsters down the wrong path? Why would they still be identified as G's? Miss Wells.
That's a good
Uh
question. That's a great
yeah.
question.
Uh, like I said, Miss Wells. Um, as far as me, I am no longer active, and those who do not lead, either you lead by telling them or by action to go down the right path. The person themselves that consider themselves a G should be, in my mindset, mine, and don't make because I said it right. Just because I said it doesn't make right. Should be living like, independent of their age, they should be living like a modern citizen, going to work or running their own business, paying taxes, paying your rent, being with your family, supporting their home and supporting their family life. That's that's how you be a G and showing the kids what you're doing now, they should be doing now too. That's my opinion on the dribble Miss Wells. If I'm thinking that's correct, I think that's one of my G homies' wives.
Well, you look at it. How can I show somebody something I don't fucking know?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So only way those dudes are leading these youngsters down the wrong path because it's beneficial to them. We got a lot of dudes that name ring bells on the street, but guess what? Their name is on the street, but they ain't. So
Okay. We
what's
didn't
the
win.
point?
Yeah, you done went to the hood politics. On that,
I'm
we're
just saying.
gonna change
You
the
know, we
channel.
all we always got stories, and we talk about people. Yeah, so and so he was this type of cat. Well, where is he now? He's dead or in jail. His
Oh,
name lives on. His name lives on, but he ain't attached to his name no more. So is that what you're looking for?
okay.
I'm just saying, is that what you're looking for? You got a lot of cats names out on the street that's still circulating around about what they once was, but they ain't on the streets. I bet you any type of money they'll trade that in. Give me my name back and put me back on the streets. I guarantee you that. Whether they dead or in jail. So to answer her question, fully, it's like, well, at some point you got to realize if this dude telling me the right thing, you know, you got to question what this dude is telling me. If it's not benefiting you, then you telling me something wrong. You got to ask questions. You got to ask, look, would you go out and do this? If he tell you no, then it's probably the wrong fucking thing. You got to think for yourself. You know, we all used to look up to somebody, but at some point in time, we gain our own mind and be like, you know what he was telling us or what they were telling us was fucking wrong. It's just like when we was in school, you know, we didn't want to listen to, oh, you know, when you get older, do this. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm going to ditch class and go smoke and go gang bang. Now we like, fuck, maybe we should have listened to what they were saying.
Do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
homie. Hey, homie, remember what they tell you? A hard head makes a soft ass.
All right. Reverend Junior has spoke this Sunday morning. We had a church in it this morning.
Yeah,
this
that's that
afternoon.
Sunday. That's that Sunday sermon.
Yeah, that's that 12 o'clock service. Really be a 1 o'clock service, but
Yeah, see, I'm out spreading love today. I'm spreading love to everybody. You know what I mean?
All right. This control. Did Miss Wells have any other questions? Respond. Miss Wells, how you doing this morning? If you still listening, anything else you'd like to say before we change the subject? And I appreciate you tapping in as well. If I think I couldn't see the first name clearly, but I think that's my homeboy wife, my G homie, one of my G homie wives. Yeah. So I don't know if she's still there or not, but she's not. Have blessed day to the big homie I sent mines. Junior, you finished preaching on that? Okay, all right. So before we end the day on this.
All good, homeboy. All good.
Okay, so let's get back to the proposition. Now, Prop 36 is a prop that came out in 2012 that was passed, and that was to let people like me out. So been out 8 years now. Whole different kind of world now.
Hey, man, that.
Yeah, man, yeah, but most definitely. I brought that up to say all that to say this. There's a lot of brothers and sisters in California that's incarcerated, been there 25 years, 20 years, 21 years, 30 years, that should be let out. That once they do let out, a lot of them mind psychologically is no longer conditioned to being a, you know, their bodies and they mindset is not conditioned to do the stuff they did when they caught those cases when they was 21, 22, 19, and so on. And those are the ones I believe are being effectively unruly, that's being affected unruly because of the current traffic and things that's going on now in society. They're getting blamed or they're getting held back because they say, oh, we can't let you out because Johnny Bo 23, he doing this shit on the streets. He's doing, they're out here doing this, they're doing that. Man, I'm not 23. I'm 56. I'm 57. I'm 47. I came in and I was, come on, man. That is the part that I'm looking at for the brothers and sisters that's in California under these laws, under the 3-strike law. And I have few homeboys that I grew up with, and I know they're still incarcerated to the day. We didn't have one of them. Mr. Fitzgerald been on the show. If you look back, find Mr. Fitzgerald show. Pat Benson, Mr. Benson, he's another one. He's an older homie that's locked up in San Quentin currently under the 3-strike law. There's been sentenced and unjust. They won't let him out. He's been a milder sentence. All these guys have been programmers. Use the word programming. There's one of the homies who's been out recently. They got out. He went in as a juvenile, and through the new juvenile law, correct, and he was able to come out of prison, and he's in the course of getting his life back together in society today. So I brought that up to just let the record reflect. Don't get it twisted. There's still brothers and sisters that's in jail, even though the ones are doing what they're doing on the street. Hey man, crime gonna keep happening. I'm agreeing with it. Hey, look, I didn't make crime. I'm not doing crime, and the dudes that I hang around are not doing crime. So
No.
I'm not a nucleus of that. I'm not part of that nucleus like I once was. You know what I'm saying? Only crime I'm having is I'm eating everything I want. And that seems like in certain circles, that's a crime itself.
Yeah,
So,
hey, actually, it is.
yeah, here we go. So, just wanted to tap on that. Not bore y'all out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share. Check out our new episodes coming up. If you missed it, something that we got on there, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Look at our new stuff that's coming out. Shout out to Reddy's Kitchen. They got a new website out that Junior didn't tell us about. Check out Reddy's Kitchen's website. There you go. Check out Artist Shield.
I will be giving Control that new website so they can advertise. I will be giving Control the new. Yeah, Control gonna have some new stuff coming. So if y'all want to advertise y'all stuff on the show, holla at us, knock on our door, and we will answer.
Yeah, for sure, man. And shout out to Artist Shield. Great people at Artist Shield. Anything else that you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Yeah, everybody just watch yourself, have a good time, live your life, be happy and shit, man. That's it.
Hey, stay hydrated. It's hot as hell out here.
Oh, yeah. You got to stay with that H2O.
All right, we out of here.
Every day I wake for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speaking beats are on the line. Hustle to eat free, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day 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 on the